What's up, What's up, guys? It's your boy Tarek, and I'm back today with another video for you guys. If you guys are new to the channel, please be sure to hit the subscribe button with the notification bell on, so every time I upload a video, you guys are notified. Now, before we get into today's topic, guys, what's going on social media? There's actually a lot happening. James and Fuhad. I'm not trying to make them the topic of this video because really and truly, this is like, we're talking on the other side of the spectrum for this topic. But guys, they were up there and now they're slowly coming back down. Like, what's happening? I already said my piece about what I think about that whole situation. If you want to check out the video, be sure to click the link in down below. It's on my TikTok page. Head over there and see what I had to say about it, if you know about it. But it's just really sad to see. But that's not today's topic. Today's topic is sex isn't fun. And we're going to talk about it. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So, my first point. When you lose your virginity, it should be with someone that you trust. And also, you have to make sure you're 100% ready. I 100% agree with that. 110% agree with that. Losing your virginity is a big thing. Some of you may not see it as a big thing, but it's actually a big thing. You are opening yourself up to somebody and being vulnerable to someone. Do you know how much, mental... Like, for some of you, you could just rip off your clothes and call it a day. But for some people, it's like, it takes them a long process to get to that stage, you know. Some of us can just rip off our clothes and take off our clothes and be like, yeah, calm. But for some people, they mentally have to prepare themselves. So this is what I'm saying. Like, if you're a person that still has your virginity and you haven't lost it, there is no rush. Don't let your friends, try to persuade you to say, oh, you haven't lost your virginity, because that's what was happening in my day and age. I'm talking like I'm like 60 something. That's what was happening when I was like back in school and I was a teenager. You had all that kind of pressure where people were talking about they've lost their virginity, But really and truly, what are we celebrating? The fact that we've had sex. Okay, what's next? Because we're still in school and we're still studying. So, us losing our virginity, like, what do we get? Do we win money? If we want money, then cool. But then that leads to prostitution if you're winning money from stuff like that. Okay. But you guys get what I'm trying to say. Make sure you're 100% ready. Do it on your time. It's a special moment. I say, my advice... wait until you're at least in a strong relationship with somebody or you're married. That's my advice. I'm going to go down the religious side because I come from a Catholic background. So I'm all preaching this, but guys, I lost my virginity at the age of, 11? I'm transparent. I'll say that on here. I lost my virginity at the age of 11. Am I proud of it? It is what it is. At the time, it felt nice, but when you look back at it, 11 is very young. I'm fresh in secondary school, basically. I'm just thinking, is it a story? Nah, because someone else is involved and they may not want their business out there. But yeah, I feel like I've explained this story. I feel like I've explained it briefly, but I haven't actually made a full video about it. No, I have. It's on YouTube if you don't want to go see it. How I lost my virginity at the age of... I think it was 13 I put. Is the age. But it was actually 11. It was It was at a young age anyway. But I feel like it was like year 7. Whatever age that is. So yes, I have made a video about it actually. And it's on YouTube. I just remember the title of it. My next point. Sex is overrated. 110%. sex is a lot better when it is with someone you have a genuine connection with. Sex is very overrated. The thing is with sex, if you have a genuine connection with somebody, it's going to feel 10 times better. Because you both have a kind of feeling towards each other. But if it's just like, for example, a hookup, where you both bust on out quickly and then that's it. Okay, cool. Like, what's next? What's actually next after that? You see, no one can say anything because all you guys have done is release your indoor. Let me not try and use big words. I can't understand what they mean. But you lot are trying to release sperm into each other, whatever you guys are doing. For what? Because you're feeling horny at the time. And then afterwards, it's like, okay, cool. I'm done now. Time for you to go home. I'll go to my bed. Welcome to the community, guys. If you are not getting turned on by the sex, then either the sex is bad or you're not really sexually attracted to the person. I've experienced bad sex before, and I'll tell you this for free. I'll tell you like this for free. I don't know why, but I start throwing my ball sometimes when I see it, and I've been looking at it for the past few videos, yeah, while I've sat here, and but it's actually proper distracting. I shouldn't be doing it. But you see what I'm saying? Like, my brain just jumps. I have to look at my point again to see what I was talking about. My brain just starts jumping all over the place. Because this is why I have to write my stuff down. Otherwise, guys, I would really go off on a tangent. So yeah, if you're not getting turned on by sex, my thing is you're not attracted to the person or the sex is bad. I've had bad sex before. I'm sure everybody around my age who has had sexual intercourse has experienced at least one time of bad sex. Not every person you've had sex with has been banging like that. I don't believe that for a minute. Like, I don't believe it. We've all had that one experience where it's like, oh, the sex wasn't all that. And I've had that experience. I couldn't believe. All I'm saying is I couldn't believe when I met up with someone. I met up with the individual. I saw what they looked like on the dating app. I'm like, cool. No, it wasn't the dating app. It was Grindr. Does it count as a dating app? It does, doesn't it? It does. It was Grindr at the time. I saw the person's picture. I'm like, rah, like, cool. I saw them in person. I was instantly turned off. Now, that sounds so rude and so mad, but it is what it is. That's just how I felt. You lied to me as well, because you're showing me this is how you're looking, but you look like this. But I still went through with the sex because I'm a type of person. I would have felt bad if I just cut. Don't get me wrong, I've done it before. Like, not left, but like, there was someone that came when I was somewhere to my residence, yeah. They turned up. I had to make up the maddest. I said, I can't lie. I have a family emergency. You have to go. And there was one time as well. Let me tell you, this was when I was at uni. And I was DL at the time, yeah. I could have punched this guy in his face. Okay, so let me basically explain to you what happened, yeah. This man, I had fun with a guy, right, from Grindr. Obviously, he came to the gaff and everything like that. I beg you tell me why a few days later, this man turns up to my house unannounced, to my student accommodation, but it's like a house, innit? Because it was second year at the time. Why he turns up to my house unannounced? Luckily, I gave him a fake name. You see, this is the thing. When you're on an app like Grindr, you can't be giving your real name like that. Well, when you're DL anyway. I don't know. I feel like even when like... Because me personally, when I had the app, at first I had my name on there, but then I had to take it off. Because then people started noticing me saying, oh, you're that guy from TikTok. I'm like, oh, it's not that thing, honestly. I changed my name to Derek or something like that. Something kind of similar, but not similar. Derek, Tarek, I don't know. The guy turned up to the house, y'all. And I looked from the window and I'm thinking to myself, who the fuck is that? Because my housemate answered at the time. And obviously the guy said the different name. And then my housemate was like, no one by that name lives here. And I could see the confusion. I was peeping from the window because I'm thinking to myself, the audacity for you to just turn up, thinking you could turn up to my house. The audacity for you to think you could just turn up. Because at this point, I think I blocked him off Grindr. Because after the experience after the experience I had, I was like, I will never be meeting you again. Like, in my head, I'm saying I'm never meeting you again after the experience I've just had. Like, the sex was mad dead. Like, I'm not meeting you. So let's keep it pushing. I keep it moving. You keep it. But I feel like when I was DR, I was worse. Like, I was more toxic. The way I used to be blocking men left, right, and center, and I felt no type of way as well. But when you're DL, that's what happens. Any gay guy can tell you a DL man is causing them stress right now. There's probably a gay guy today that's going through it because a DL man is causing them stress. I don't know why openly gay guys go through a DL man. Honestly, I don't know. You see, I'm going off on a tangent again. Every time I go off on a tangent, I need to bring myself back. That's not the topic. That's not the topic. Talk about the damn topic, Tarek. Oh my God, you see my brain, it just... not being sexually attracted to someone is... You have to sexually be attracted to someone in order for you to even go that step. If you look at someone and you don't get turned on, or you don't start growing, then it's not doing it for you. My next point, sex can be shit if you're forcing yourself, even if you really want to enjoy it. Don't force it. Don't force it. You'll make yourself very miserable. Don't force it. You have to naturally let these things happen. Like I said, I understand sometimes we're under the influence of friends or even some family relatives that will will push you to go link a girl or link a guy or whatever your preference may be. They may they may encourage you, but you may not be ready yet. You have to be vocal. You have to be vocal enough to say, listen, I'll do it in my own time. Not because you've done it at this age means I need to now go and do it to prove a point. You have nothing. Remember, you have nothing to prove to nobody. Some of you need to remember that you have nothing to prove to nobody. So when you're feeling ready and you feel like it's the right time to do whatever you're doing, do it. Other than that, I don't want to hear, this, that, and the third. No. Okay, cool. So, I gave an example here, right? So when I say don't force yourself, enjoy it. So I gave an example. Let me give a prime example. Grindr in block capitals I wrote here. Now I know what most of you are going to say. When you're horny, you just want to blow off some steam. But I got a real question to actually ask you guys. I got a genuine question to ask you. Once you blow off some steam, how do you actually feel after you've done that? So once the deed is done, how do you actually feel? And I'm asking, like, if you're watching this video, let me know in the comment section below. Once you've come off Grindr and you've come off from linking a guy, how do you actually feel? Like, I'll sit here and actually wait for a response. Because I know how I felt when I went to a guy's house one time. I remember I took a cab. I was so horny. Like I said, I'm very transparent here. So if you guys don't like transparency, don't watch my shit. I don't want people coming and complaining to me. I really don't want people coming and complaining to me. Oh, you're too this and that on fuck off. Yeah. Cool. I took a cab and I was really horny at the time. Because sometimes us men, sometimes we get, I was really horny at the time. Took a cab. I went inside the house. He was very polite, offered me a drink and everything like that. Me personally, when I go to these people's house, and when I used to do that, I don't be doing that anymore. I can't lie. I used to just take water. Because God knows when you're offering me drink, I don't know if you're putting anything inside the drink. So me being smart, or I either carry my own bottle. If I forget to bring my own bottle, yeah, I'll just have a glass of water, please. And I make sure I watch them pour the water. You just don't know people, innit? You don't know what scheme they... Some people are mentally unstable, so you don't know, like, what scheme they have in their heads. But, like, I'm still waiting. Like, how do you lot feel after? Because I felt like shit when the guy was like, oh, I gotta get up early in the morning. You can't stay. And it was late as well. It was like probably 11 o'clock. And I'm tired. I'd have left early in the morning, but you're telling me, oh, you got, because you that excitement that you had is no longer there. And the same feeling for me. That's why I felt tired. But because the excitement is gone now, yeah, get rid of. I felt like shit. I was like, bro, I've been used. I can't do it, but I really would have sat down in that man's house. But I can't do that. Because before he calls police for Tommy for trespassing. Okay. Second to last point. With sex, you cannot just go straight into action. There has to be a build-up. I don't know how... Listen. I don't know how some of you can just... With me, I need a bit of foreplay, man. I need some kissing. And there needs to be some stuff involved before we even get to the main part. Some of you could just go straight to the main part. You lot are just too... You lot need to relax. Those people that do that need to calm down. Get into it. Build it up. Build up the tension. Build up the sensation. Build up the... You know, get hot, man. You lot just want to dive straight in. Like, for me personally, that's wild. And lastly, my advice I want to give to people right now is just take your time. Take time. Take time. Yeah, take your time and explore with your sexuality. Find out what turns you on and what doesn't turn you on. Remember, it's up to you when you want to lose it. It's up to you. Everything is you. Be selfish with it. If someone's trying to not force themselves, I know that sounds a bit mad. But if someone's trying to encourage you or pressure you, tell them to fuck off. Literally, you have permission from me. Say to them, fuck off. I don't want nothing to do with you. Because no one should ever pressure you into having sex. At that point, call the police. Because why are you pressuring me for? I told you no and you're still pressuring me. What's wrong with you? Are you mentally unbalanced? Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the subscribe button with the notification bell on. Comment down below what you lot thought about this video. How has you lot sexual... You don't need to go into detail because like I didn't go into detail about my sexual experiences. One thing I've learned is not to share your personal business on social media. But just tell me like roughly, or comment down below roughly like if you've gone through similar stuff. Like for example, like you'll go to someone's house, have a hookup, and then afterwards they're kicking you out. Kicking you out. Or like you feel like shit afterwards. Like just let me know of your experiences and we can have a discussion about it. Anyway, it's been your boy Tarek, and I will see you guys on Friday. Ciao.